definition of education, man. You know what I'm saying? We need niggas out here that have skill sets.
Okay.
Not just draw sets. Skill sets to do drywall, skill which has to do plumbing, skill sets to do what y'all do, to do the phone line. That's what I mean by education.
Okay, okay. Please explain education to me again, because that's not education. That's a trade. That's a different story, Kenny.
No, I'm not defining education just going to school, taking tests on A's and B's. Education, to me, is bigger than that. I mean, being a plumber, being a mechanical engineer, people that build the railroads, people that build the streets, people that build the highways, people that build the
So where do they teach that at in schools? Where is that taught in schools? That's not education, dude.
That is taught. Mechanical and chemical engineering, construction, it is taught in school. It is taught.
You got to go to college to go to that. So where did you learn that in high school?
So you got two educations. You got education as far as like engineering education, and you got other education like learning plumbing. I mean, learning plumbing is one of those skill sets you learn on the job. Your daddy's a plumber. You don't work for your daddy, and you learn everything you got to know from your daddy. And then, you spend about 7-8 years working for your daddy, and by the time you're 25, 26 years old, you already got 7 years experience as being a plumber, and then you go out and start your own business.
Okay,
that's
so
education to me.
All right, so
that's my definition of education. Learning skills is education too. It's not just going to school taking history tests. That's not my definition of education. My definition of education is learning math and science and go out and apply that math and science to the real world like the white folks do, and learn a marketable trade, like plumbing, like carpentry, like drywall. I know a lot of these white boys out here, dog, were terrible at school, but they went out here and got a drywall truck. I know a guy I went to high school with. I got the boy I went to high school with named Wilbur. This nigga was terrible. This nigga could barely fucking read. This nigga went out and started driving trucks 20 years ago, man. Nigga got 2 diesels, and he got contracts. The nigga make about $100,000 a year driving trucks. That's what I mean by education. You may not be good at taking tests and math and chemistry.
That's not education, Kenny. Listen, you went to college. Education means book smart. Education means something you learn. That's education. You're talking about a trade, a skill.
You're breaking up again, dude. I don't know why you're breaking up.
God. Oh my God. Can you hear me now?
Nothing. Go ahead.
Education is books.
I don't know what's going on with your phone, but you're breaking up.
Okay, you're not breaking up, but I can hear you totally fine and clear. Can you hear me?
Hello?
Oh,
really, dude? I don't know why you're breaking up. Are you in a bad area or what?
No, I'm in my house with the Wi-Fi, so I not should be breaking up.
Now I can hear you. Now that went through clear.
Education is through books. You keep talking about education. Education is through books. Education is through school. Listen, wait.
What I mean by education. Let me define what
I'll let you talk. I'll let you talk. Kenny, I'll let you talk. I ain't interrupt you.
Okay, go ahead. But I can't hear you though. You keep breaking up for some reason. You keep going in and out. I hear you loud and clear. Then you go out. Then you come back in. Then you go out. I don't know why.
Can you hear me now?
Now I can hear you.
Education is through books. Everything you just explained is through trade and skill. That has nothing to do with trade and skill. It has nothing to do with education. Like you just said, your homeboy couldn't read a book, but now he's making money through his trade and skill.
I said, let me define what I mean by education.
That's your definition, though, but your definition is your opinion. Education is books.
Let me read what I should use the word education. Let me use a different word. This is what niggas need. The black man needs to get ahead. That's what the black man needs to get ahead. Put it like that. That's what the black man needs to get ahead. We need niggas doing shit like that. As well as we need trades and we need the book knowledge. We need the chemical engineers, the aerospace engineers, we need the civil engineers, we need the mechanical engineers, the computer engineers, we need all that. That's what they got.
Okay, but why are we not in that area? There's a reason why. There's a reason why we're not in that area. You was one of the few that got to that area. I was one of the few that got to my area. There's a reason why. How about that?
What you mean the reason why?
Nigga, do you not know what's going on in Black America? You have lost sight.
I can't hear you.
Did you not lose sight of what's going on in Black America? What you mean why we can't get there?
You broke up. I heard something about you. I have any idea. Dude, you breaking up. I don't know what's going on with your phone, man. You need to get that right. Can you go in and out?
All right, you know what?
I have no idea.
I'm gonna hit you back, cuz.
I heard you say I'll beat you back, then you went completely dead again.
They don't want this shit heard. I'm calling this nigga back.
Hello?
Yeah, you can hear me?
Yeah, you come back here, but you keep going in and out.
I'm right here. I don't know why I'm going in and out. I'm right here.
Now you're in and out.
All right, so the reparations thing. Why did I told you like why we deserve reparations. You keep going against that on that same note too.
I don't know about that. It's so complicated than that because who gets it and who don't. I mean, you're not 100% accurate. You know why you're 100%?
But I don't look. Your mama took care of you your whole life, bro. How you gonna say that people don't deserve reparations? Huh?
Both my parents did.
Okay. But how you gonna say that who don't you against it? Not really against it, but you trying to say who gets it and who don't.
I don't believe the problem is economics. I believe the problem is a lack of education. That's our problem.
Have you read Claude Anderson's book about the power of economics?
What?
Have you read Claude Anderson's book, The Power of Economics?
Yeah, I think I heard it before, but I haven't read it before.
Okay. So what type of okay, stop opening up a bag of chips, my nigga. What type of society do you think we live in right now? Is it socialism? Is it capitalism? Is it something else that you think it is? Okay, so if it's both, then how the hell you think reparations is not a thing that black people need? Listen, we came from a situation that we brought ourselves up. Everybody don't have the same mentality that we have. Some people may need that little one up.
I'm not saying we don't need it. I'm saying there's more to it than this. I'm just saying we got black men need my definition of education. We need that too. If we get that, the money problem will solve itself.
And your
I believe with education, the money problem will solve itself.
okay. So you want kids to go to school to get in debt $120,000, $250,000 in a trade that they can't even get paid off of, and they got to pay money back.
That's not how the world works, bro. That works for me, baby. I'm getting all mine back.
See, you speaking from one perspective, Kenny, but there's other people that can benefit from.
Trump. We need to change. We need to change the system, though. Yeah, a lot of people do go to school and get bullshit degrees. They don't pay nothing. This is absolutely true. People go to school and get degrees in psychology and philosophy. And those jobs don't pay that much. Almost all science jobs, when you become a biologist, a chemist, a physicist, engineer, all these jobs, work in history, all these jobs pay pretty good money. I mean, you'll eventually hit six figures. Once you work for 7, 8 years, you'll eventually hit six figures. So the system works. But there are some fields out there where people go to school and they learn bullshit that is not marketable and that they can't make the money. That happens too. That happens a lot. I'm not denying that.
Okay, so what are you saying then? Like I said, education means nothing. The trade, the skill. You have to learn the trade and the skill. Going to school for some shit means nothing. You have to learn the trade and the skill.
You're generalizing it to one. You're generalizing something to one word. But can I replace the word education and put skill?
No, you can't because you said education. Now you want to use my terminology. No, stick to education like you said. You said education.
No, but I gave you a definition of what I meant by education. What I meant by education was you either go to school, learn mechanical engineering, study math and science, get a dad job, and it doesn't work for you, learn plumbing, you know, a skill set. Either or. I gave you my definition of what I said with education. And you keep going back to the definition of word instead of listening to what the meaning of the word, what I said it meant. So I'm trying to correct this and say niggas need a skill set. Mechanical engineering, you know, skill set is driving trucks. You have a multiple skill set.
You're correcting it because I told you skill over education. Now, would you speak on the Biden? Listen, okay, how is listen, how is this Biden Kamala shit working out for you?
What you mean?
I mean, cause y'all, you know, you voted for him. You asked me to go vote for somebody for you, Bernie Sanders, to get him in and everything, and I said no, I ain't voting for nobody. Like now that Biden and Kamala is the president, nigga, what? How you feel right now? Cause they ain't doing shit for nobody except the Asian community.
I feel bad here. Well, here's what I'm saying, Tuffy. I mean, you have this false analogy that you become president, and then the next 3 days, the whole world's supposed to change. You know what I'm saying? If you study history, things don't change overnight. It takes generations for things to change. That's how it always works.
Obama had 8 years, though. Obama had 8 years, and he ain't changed shit. So now what? That's his partner, who was vice president.
Obama changed the hot nigga. Obama changed the
Wow, what the fuck did Obama change, Kenny?
Because 45% of white folks voted for a black man as their leader, homie. 45% of white people in this country voted for a black man as their leader.
They voted for a tether. Obama is not black. I keep telling you that. Kamala is not black. They are not black, dude.
Not black.
What?
If you're not black, you're not black.
Nigga, I'm black American. I'm foundational. I'm from this soil. They not from here. They immigrants, nigga. The fuck is you talking about?
Yeah, what you talking? No, I don't define black as that. You know what I'm saying? Every nigga in this goddamn country, Biggie Smalls is from the islands. He not black. 50 Cent is from people from Tupac mothers from I think Tupac's mother and grandmother from one of the islands. He not black. How do you define this, Tuffy?
So you trying to pick out?
How do you define this?
I defined it on the people that's based on, and Tupac, and you bring that up, was fighting for black Americans, talking about what's going on in black America. Like Herschel Walker, he black, right? But he over here coining for the white man. So you cannot bring up real legends versus somebody that's on some bullshit, nigga. That's what you on, that bullshit. You pointing out some.
Dude,
You point out some.
As a black woman, homie, what's a black university?
Kamala is not black, dog. She's Asian. She has not went through black American struggles. She did not grow up like you and I, dog.
What you mean? Call a black woman, homie. A lot of black folks that grew up like you and I.
Oh my fucking God, are you serious?
Oh, we got a whole planet. You know what I'm saying? That motherfucker, my kid ain't growing up like you and I. And this Shaq kid ain't growing up like you and I. What does that mean?
What the fuck you mean?
Shaq had 7 kids. Shaq kid was not growing up like you and I. What are you talking about? Michael kids was not growing up like you and I.
See, you going off topic by bringing up celebrities. I'm talking about regular people that grew up. You going off topic.
I'm talking about there are plenty of people in this country that grew up like you and I. So what are you talking about?
Okay, and the ones.
There's plenty of black folks that grew up in suburban neighborhoods, and that's false. A lot of black folks that grew up like you and I. It took me to leave the ghetto to figure that out. When I left LA, they got the college. Different black folks grew up in different environments across the world. That's what I learned. All niggas ain't like me.
Okay.
I'm not running college. I'm trying to run a fucking scam with these niggas.
Oh, you met some Nigerians. They ain't black Americans. See, that's what you said when you said scam. I'm glad you said that.
I met some niggas.
Them ain't niggas. Those was Nigerians.
What are you talking about, Nigeria? What are you talking about? I said about Nigerians. I said about Nigeria. We talking about Nigerians.
You said black people. You said black people because you didn't know that all black people, you think everybody that's black is black. No, everybody is separate different black. I'm talking about black Americans. Black Americans, Kenny. Yeah, it took you to go to college to learn it. I learned this shit in the streets. That's why me and you gonna have two different perspectives on this.
But nigga, I learned in the streets too. What you talking
Nigga,
about?
you ain't in the bruh. Stop it.
What you learn? I didn't learn the streets.
Stop
nigga.
it. Stop it, Kenny.
What you learn?
Stop it.
What
Stop
you
it.
learn in the streets that I didn't learn?
Stop
Kill
it.
yourself, brother.
Stop it. You wasn't no street nigga, dog. You wasn't no street nigga, dog. You was not a street nigga, bruh. Stop it. Stop it. You probably was a middleman and never met the nigga that really had the gun at the least. You was never a street nigga. You never stood on the block. You never was out there.
You talking about?
Okay, you not a street nigga then. Admit. Okay, admit you not a street nigga. Admit you not a street nigga then. Admit you not a street nigga. Admit. Okay, admit you not a street nigga then.
Like I'm an alternate street nigga.
Okay.
I'm no dumb nigga.
Nigga said you an alternate street nigga?
The alternate street nigga. Money owns what I got the streets nigga.
I never knew they had a term for that. An alternate street nigga. So what am I?
Money and hoes, dog. I get money and hoes. That's what the street nigga is to me.
I did the same thing, but I never considered myself an alternate street nigga. The
Define
fuck?
street nigga. Define street nigga. What you define as street nigga?
This shit is funny. Define a street nigga. You want my definition of a street nigga?
Is that flip a street nigga?
You want my definition of a street
Flip
nigga?
a hoes.
I'm so glad I got
You
this.
talking about that dumb shit? You talking about street niggas on the corner,
Wait.
gang banging shit, shoot niggas and shit. That shit's stupid.
No.
Y'all listen to me.
No. That's not a street nigga. Because I was a street nigga and I own everything that I have. So what you speaking is a narrative that you think a street nigga is.
No, but you speaking with her, you think the street nigga is. I had money and homes, nigga, and had cars and rims and sounds and everything, nigga. That hustled up.
Oh, materialistic shit make you a street nigga, right?
Yeah, that's my definition of a street
So
nigga.
materialistic shit make you a street nigga because you had money, hoes, and sound in your car?
Hell yeah. That's what a street nigga should be doing. Whatever you think a street nigga is, that's what a street nigga is. That wasn't me. I ain't no shit like that, nigga. I ain't no dumb shit. I ain't stay on the corner and shoot nobody. I get the bottle shot, nigga. I ain't no stupid shit. That's dumb shit to me, nigga. I was a swaggy nigga on the streets. Money, hoes, cars, rims, sounds, had it all.
Yeah.
Ultimate hustle.
Ultimate hustle.
Ultimate hustle.
Scamming.
You know what I'm
Just,
saying?
yeah. And who you brought up in that hustle? Who you brought up with you? Who came up with you?
Nigga, Baba came up with me.
Baba did not come up, nigga. Baba was asking me about a job when I was working at the fiber optic place, nigga. Baba didn't come up with you. Baba ain't doing what you doing right now. Make me really expose some shit, nigga. Baba ain't come up with you, boy.
When I told Baba, let's go to education, that nigga did some other else. He did some different shit.
Oh, so now you want to blame Baba, but you said you just brought him up. Who else came up with you, Kenny?
No.
Who else came up with you, Kenny? When you came up, who else came up with you?
When I came to you about some college shit, nigga, you didn't want to hear. What you talking about, nigga?
College, nigga. Of course I ain't going to college, nigga. For what? And I got the same shit you got right now without going to college. So why would I went to college back then, nigga?
Bring you up, nigga, because you didn't want to do it, nigga. You asked me why did I bring a nigga up? When I tried to put nigga on this game, you told bro you don't want to do it. Then I tried to bring you up, and you said you rejected it, same way other niggas did.
Okay.
You want to bring up with me? I said, man, I'm looking for education, man. I'm looking for this math and science. Y'all niggas coming? Niggas do what you did. No, I ain't coming. So don't ever accuse me that I bring niggas up with me. That's some bullshit.
No, you said you brought niggas. You said that. You said you brought niggas up with you, and I'm asking you who you brought up with you.
Nigga, I brought every nigga I met up with me. Nigga, I tried to bring all them niggas up. They
Okay.
didn't want to come.
Who?
I tried to bring
Oh,
them
oh
up
no.
with me, nigga.
Okay. No. It don't work like that. If you brought somebody up, that means you brought them up. They right there with you. It's not that they don't want to come. Name one person you brought up with you that's at the same level you at.
Tuffy, I went to school with a bunch of niggas.
Okay. No. That's listen. You getting off topic. I asked you one specific question. Name one person that you brought up. One person.
Tuffy, I brought plenty of niggas up.
You not naming nobody, dude. Name one
I
person.
brought plenty of niggas up.
Name one
You
person.
not gonna know who they are.
Okay, I will. If you say they name, trust me, it's a Google search away. It's a Google search away, nigga. I can find
Let
them.
me tell you I went to Verb with. That nigga came to me when his son came to me so many years ago. The nigga started out school, right? The nigga started out school with engineering, and the nigga fell off. The nigga did like 2 or 3 years of school, and he stopped going. Like, you did engineering for like, you went 2.5 years, and he stopped going. I said, dog, you got the foundation. I said, nigga, you need the degree, nigga. I'll print my degree, put your name on it, nigga. As long as you don't go get a government job, they won't ever check. So when you get a government job, they do that background check, and they ask you your transcripts, and ask you, when I first, with certain jobs that I get, nigga, they ask me for my transcripts. So I got to go write a letter to my university, and I got to have my transcripts sent directly to the job. But some jobs you get as an engineer, they don't ask you all that. They ask you
you on some Nigerian shit. You really out here scamming to help people get up. Wow.
Let me tell you a story. I went and put up my degree.
You a scammer. You are a scammer. You not real. You not solid. You scam, my nigga. I'm telling you, just explain the whole story, how you give people your shit. You a scammer, my nigga. You ain't solid. What the fuck? This is funny, Kitty. I'm glad you saying this. I'm glad you saying this.
I'm a critical thinker, nigga.
How are you a critical thinker? You will not name one person that you brought up what you doing, what you was doing, what you doing. You cannot name one person. You keep telling me about how you giving other people. You keep telling, nigga. Oh, nigga, you chose my sister over me, nigga. You ain't bring me up, boy. You know damn well you ain't bring me up, nigga. I ain't never fuck with you like that, Kenny. You was over there doing your college shit, nigga. You ain't hang with me, dog. You did not hang with me, nigga. You know that.
You don't want an education.
I ain't want it, of course, because I saw how pussy you was. You was fake, nigga. What the fuck you mean? And you explaining everything right now.
I told you, nigga. You come to school, you don't want no process. You want no process. You weren't thinking about no school. You had your own thinking. You didn't want nothing to do with it, nigga. So it ain't my fault. That's on you.
Okay,
nigga.
but you just said you brought me up too, nigga. You did not bring me up because I ain't want your plan. Look at your plan. Look what you doing. You over there sitting by yourself in your big fancy ass house with your daughter and all your trinkets, but you ain't bring nobody up except for the people that you got around in that circle. And that's the people that you're around, and you still fucking over them to this day. The same way you fucked over to everybody else. Listen, your mama lost her house, my nigga. And your mama lost her house. Your mama lost her house. Our foundation. And you ain't gonna pay for her house. If you was this big ass nigga, why you make sure your mama keep that house? Cause I'd make sure, damn, my mama ain't gonna lose her house in New Orleans, nigga. That's a fact, nigga. Oh my God. Okay, explain it. Explain it.
My mother got to pay for the rest of her life. She's taken care of. That's having the problem. She's going to do whatever she wants. So my mom's taking care of it. It don't even matter. Well, I'm trying to tell you this stuff. You got me fucked up, nigga. I went back to my motherfucking high school in Verb. My first 2 years went back to my motherfucking high school and recruited plenty of niggas, man. You talk about something you don't know. You think you know something that you don't know nothing about. I went back to motherfucking Verb and told them, nigga, this is the plan, this is what you do, this is how you do this, what I'm doing, this is how you motivated. I went back to my high school, nigga, and I gave back, nigga. So when you talking about some shit about who I bring up with me, nigga, you know some crazy shit talking about, I go in niggas, I went to Barbara, I went to Rand, I went to filthy niggas I went to and shit this shit. I said, dog, what's up with some school education? Niggas like, man, I ain't trying to do that school thing, man. The problem was...
It's funny how I ain't breaking up right now. That's funny.
What I'm saying is that them niggas didn't want to come. But I went back to my high school. I gave back to the niggas.
So you blaming that on your brother and your sister?
Well, blaming what?
Your mama losing the house.
Yeah, my mother is bad with money. That's on her.
But she's bad with money, and that house is something that was a base. That was a base for the whole family. And you supposed to be so much with money. Why you ain't just take care of it for her?
Nigga, I'm not fucking with that shit. I told her what to do years ago. She don't listen to me. She don't listen to nobody. Let me tell you about Gladys, though, Tuffy.
No. I know about my auntie. You can't tell me nothing about her. I know about her.
Yeah, I ain't trying to tell the motherfucker money.
But I will tell you something.
Taking loans out. She didn't. She taking loans out on the house and buy cars for niggas and doing that dumb shit. That shit came back to haunt her. You know what I'm saying? She did a house. She bought that house for like $60-some thousand. The house is valued at $400,000 now. And she didn't took so many loans and refinance and blah blah blah. That shit, this was a joke.
Let me tell you something.
But let me tell you about
Let me tell you something. That woman birthed you, and that woman made sure you had, what you needed. She did all these things for everybody, including yourself. And you could not find it in your heart to make sure that she had her foundation. That's the difference between me and you, Kenny. Stop. I'll let you talk.
Okay, go ahead.
That's the difference between me and you. Because if my mama ever get in that situation, which she would never be, because she don't give a fuck about nothing but herself. And if it came to the point to where I had to pay for my mama house, that bitch gonna be paid off before mine. My mama gonna have hers first, because that woman made sure I am the man that I am. And you being a whole pussy out here because your mama did some shit to take care of everybody, and you didn't understand what she was doing, and now you don't want to take care of her when she took care of you. You know how goofy you sound right now?
No. I don't think like that, bro. That ain't my life. My life don't work like that. That life ain't gonna work for me. You want to think like that? You can think like that. I'm not thinking like that. I gave Gladys plenty of opportunities, plenty of hustles, plenty of things, plenty of ways to do. Even with helping people, when she would do shit like that, I'm like, Gladys, this is a better way to do it, dog. Don't do this. Don't do that. Don't do that. That motherfucker don't listen to me. So, but let me tell you about Gladys, though. Let me tell you about Gladys. Gladys got 42 years in the post office, and when she retired, she got down there a $5,000 check for the rest of her life. So Gladys is all right. She good. Gladys can lose. Gladys can lose if she wanted to. But how many motherfuckers gonna get a check for $4,000 or $5,000 the rest of their life when they retire? So Gladys is cool. That post office job, them motherfuckers, them pensions pay like a motherfucker. And she got like 42, 43 years, so Gladys is set on it. She can't lose.
Okay.
She can't lose.
And then guess what?
You know what I'm saying?
When she gets straight and settled, and if you wind up falling off for whatever reason, you think she gonna come back to you, nigga? She gonna treat you the same way you treated her, nigga. But karma is a bitch, dog. Karma is a bitch, Kenny.
No, my mama, we good. My mama don't have a relationship. So we had no problem with her. I'm saying, but she made bad decisions and shit. Bad financial decisions, and it cost her. So she paid the price for them. But she can't lose because she got that retirement, though. That pension is so fucking good.
Okay.
Her pension is so good, dog. You can't lose. Her pension's like you niggas in the NFL. These niggas, pensions are so good nowadays. My boy paid in the league.
All right, look,
we for 5 years.
We gonna get off. Listen.
Is so good. Like OJ fucked all his money off, but that NFL pension is still paying nigga $15,000 a month.
OJ ain't fucked his money off. OJ never fucked his money off. If you think that, you goofy. We gonna get off the family topic.
He got sued for a lot of money, but they can't touch his pension. OJ getting about $13,000, $14,000 a month the rest of his life from his NFL pension. So that's what I'm saying. He can't lose.
So listen, wait.
He lost. No, it doesn't matter. He's set.
Did OJ kill that girl?
I don't know. I don't think he did it, but I think he knows something. I think he knows something. I don't think he did it. I don't think he actually did the shit, but I think he knows something.
All right. Let's get back to the Biden-Kamala Harris administration, bro. Because you keep avoiding this question. We keep going back into family. What?
We got to see what they do. Continue on Obama's policy. That's what I want.
But Obama ain't do nothing for black people.
Yeah, Obama ain't a lot of black people, bro.
What the fuck did Obama do for black people, Kenny? You keep saying he did it. Obamacare, what did he do?
Obamacare for one.
That shit made me have insurance. I could work at a job and I don't have to have insurance. I can collect all my money. Now I work at a job, I have to have insurance. That shit didn't help me. If I don't want insurance, I don't want it. If I go to the hospital, I just go to the hospital. I pay out my pocket for it.
Obama broke that barrier, dog. That was his job. He broke that motherfucking barrier. And now we got a black woman vice president right now. So he did what he had to do. He won.
That woman is
He
not black. Stop saying that. That woman not black. Okay, what else? What else has Biden done that's benefiting black America?
One of the biggest things Biden, well, he's going to get that stimulus package he's going to pass. You know what I mean?
Yeah, the one that's $1,600.
For the first time in administration, he put a lot of black folks in these positions of power, man. He put a lot of...
Name some of these people.
A lot of women and minority in positions of power.
Name some of these people that's in power and give me their positions, because I don't know nobody in power that's black or people of color. Name them. Name them.
I'll tell you right now.
Yeah, go ahead, Google it. Google it.
The general he put on the first time I respected Biden cabinet. Let me see, Biden cabinet members.
There are no black people in his cabinet, bruh. His speaker, except for his wife.
You gotta be kidding me.
His wife got the little black girl as her speaker, but there's no black people in cabinet, bro.
Dude, it's over time.
Simone Sanders is not even an important person in his cabinet, nigga.
The general is black, dude.
That nigga is not black.
General Lloyd Austin is a black man, homie.
No, he's not. He's not black American. He's black, but he's not black American.
It's black American, dog. What are you talking about? This black American, dog? Where do you get this black American from, dog? I say it to your grandfather. That nigga, he's something else. He ain't 100% no African. You know what your grandfather looked like?
Oh my God, you keep going with that bullshit, bro. Are you serious?
You keep the defense secretary, Lloyd Austin. Kamala Harris, black. The vice president.
Not black American. Just like Obama was not black American. You know what? If you ran for president, I would not fucking vote for you, because I know what you would do, bro. You don't care about the people, my nigga. You just care about your lifestyle and what you... You know what? You care about yourself and what you can get for yourself. You don't even care about the people up under you. Like the people that went through the struggle that you went through. You don't even notice those people no more, because you at the position to where, fuck those people. I went through it. They should go through it. You forgot where you came from, bro. And that's why I keep talking to you like this. I hate that you think like that, bro. I hate that part of you, man.
Where I come from? What you not forgot where I came from?
Because Kenny, you keep bringing up all these other things and all these, like, you forgot where you came from, and you forget there's people that's going through the same thing that we went through. Don't forget, bro.
What are you talking about? Who went through? A lot of folks going through the shit we went through. I'm trying to figure out where you're going with this. Where you trying to get to?
Stop acting like we wasn't poor at one point. Maybe your mama was richer than my mama, and my mama had to go to your mama. Maybe you was rich your whole life and you had a nice fancy lifestyle. And look, my mama did what she did. They had drug dealers back then that was making money, and yeah, we wore shit and we was rich too, but we was poor at the same time. I know what it's like to start over. Leave everything you left behind and start over. I know what that's like. Get rid of everything and start over. Maybe you never done that. So maybe that's what I'm going with this. You never had to start over. You always been Richie, propped up your whole life. I had to start over. Not only once, but twice. When my mama left Chicago, start over. Then Katrina, start over. So I know what it's like to lose everything and start over. Maybe you never lost nothing and you still got that mentality that you got everything. That's what I'm saying.
I always picture myself, nigga. I never took a motherfucking hit. Really never. I've always done it to get out of it. I've never in my life had to struggle. I've always figured out a way. I've always figured out a way to take maximum advantage of every opportunity I got. I don't know anything about... I've always been able to figure it out, bro. Always been able to figure it out. Don't even know what it's like not to figure it out. I don't even know what it's like to not be ahead and not have things and the basic shit that people have, like cars and clothes and apartments and mortgages and shit. That shit is a joke to me. It just came easy to me. Always been able to figure it out. I'm always put a plan together, mastermind some shit, study some shit, and always figure it out. So I don't know anything about that. So you might be right about that. I don't know anything about shit.
All right.
I always position myself to not have to worry about that. So I tell my kid right now, I said, dog, get there at the school, get that pharmacy degree, lock yourself into a $140,000, $150,000 a year salary, and live your life. Other than that, you might have some struggles. You know what I'm saying? And you have that mentality and learn some investments, learn some side hustles, and you'll be good.
So you already
talking about
wait.
And I don't know anything about that, bro.
So you telling her that to slide herself into that degree and you're gonna have some struggles, maybe, but just deal with the struggles. But how would she know the struggles if she never went through them because you silver spooning her? How would she know?
She's not. It's gonna be almost impossible. I'm telling her, look, it's going to be impossible for you to go through what I went through because I can't force you to grow up in the ghetto. That's not going to be her experience. She's not going to experience that.
Okay,
she's
but
going to
when
know parenting, two parents, she's going to know a house, she's going to know cars, she's going to know family vacations, she's going to know a great father, a good mother. She's not going to know any of that stuff like that. So I can't, and that's how it should be. You know what I'm saying? There's no rule that you have to struggle. I mean, you know what I'm saying?
Nigga, there is a rule. That's not a rule that you have to struggle, but the system is set up to keep us down, and only certain people come out of that environment, and we leave our friends behind that still have to struggle.
No. The only way out of this, in my opinion, the only way out of this is to skill set and education. That's the only way out of it.
Oh, and now you're using my talking points, nigga. It's skill, not education. It's skills. You have to learn a skill. And you educate yourself through that skill.
Education, skill, whatever you want to call it, that's the only way out of this. Other than that, there is no way out of it. There is no way out of it. Education is the key. That's how you get out of the situation. And no other way out of it. Other than that, you will stay in this, be locked into the system the rest of your life, and be stuck struggling and complaining and worrying, and just the reality, man. Education is the way out, and that's how they fucked us. The moment the black man started refusing education, that's when they got us. When they took education away from us, they ripped it from us. Me and my daughter last week watched Malcolm X. And I had to teach her about Malcolm X. We watched the movie Malcolm X last week, and we had a discussion about Malcolm X. I said, dude, that nigga had all them niggas, controlled all them niggas. And Malcolm would have told all them niggas to go to the college of engineering, the college of biology, college of physics, the futuristic science and technology. You know what I'm saying? Nigga, they would have been better off, in my opinion. That's what I see. They would have been better off doing that.
Brother, Nation of Islam already do that. Malcolm X was just one person. The Nation of Islam was way before Malcolm X. The fuck is you talking about?
No, what I'm saying is that, no, I know the Nation of Islam, dog. I know the Nation of Islam. I know black people. They're black people, too. Religion and non-religion, they niggas, too.
So why you saying Malcolm X would have done something different? If Martin Luther King would have done something different, like you, what the fuck that got to do with anybody? Malcolm X was a pivotal person. He was a pivotal person in black history, but niggas was already doing that. Way before Malcolm X, and even after him.
No, they're not doing toughy, dude.
What did this nigga say?
About, I think 7%, I read about 7 to 8% of all the science degrees are going to African Americans. That's terrible, nigga. 7% of all the science degrees are going to African Americans. We got to get that up, dog. That's the future. That's the future. Math and science and technology is the future. If we only get 10% of the degrees, that's bad. I got a problem with that. In the world that I live in, the world that I see, that's bad. We got to get. If you're giving out 10% of all the science degrees are going to African Americans, that's it. That's terrible.
But why is that like that?
Because of parenting. You are an example of that. Look at your parenting. None of your kids are in school. For some reason, the way you parent your kids are in law school. They're not in medical school. They're not in college. They're not getting those high. They're not fighting for those high positions in society. You didn't parent your kids like that. You didn't parent your kids that go to college and go to medical school, go to law school. That's how you parented your kids.
Okay, so if my if my daughter walk into some type of firm dressed like she dressed, she's gonna be veered as someone that they don't want to deal with. But she may have more knowledge than anybody in that damn office. See, perception is a thing too. Perception is a thing too.
You didn't parent your kids to go to college. You didn't parent them like that. So they didn't go get. They didn't go.
Okay, but
PhD,
listen.
Stuff like that.
Listen. Because I wear a pair of Jordans don't mean I'm a fucking drug dealer. Because I have on a suit and a tie, that don't mean I'm educated. Perception, man. So what's wrong with society? I can't get hired at a job because I got dreadlocks. They won't hire me here as an engineer because I got tattoos. Like, you don't even know my life. Like, I know this shit better than you know it. Perception. You get what I'm saying now? That's why the black people have been knocked out of certain things, because the life we live, to grow up, to get to where we gotta get, we have to, that's me. I'm speaking on me personally. I had to be a chameleon. I had to like dress and look and act like the same motherfuckers that would kill me. But at the same time, I had to go over there and do the corporate thing too. And I had to hide all this thing from the corporate shit, wearing long sleeves and ties and, you know, just to make sure I can fit in, and I talk like them and do all these type of things. So I fit in the corporate world too. I could talk their language. I study them. I know the rules of their books and everything. And then when I get back to where I'm at, and I gotta go act like these niggas too, cause it's like, shit, I ain't trying to be like this, but I gotta move my family out of here. I moved my family out of here. Some of my children picked up on some of the things I was doing, and now they get punished because I took them away from where we was at and brought them to where we at. And now they can't even be who they are because you gotta act a certain way. You know what it's like to move your kid out the hood? You know what it's like to move your kid out the hood and then still be bullied by white people? You know what it's like? Of course you don't.
Puffy, what does it have to do with you didn't parent your kids to go to school and get PhDs in law school? What we're talking about. You didn't parent your kids to do that. That's what I'm saying. And that's a problem. That's a big problem. That's one of the biggest problems we have in our community. The people, the parenting, black folks ain't parenting their kids like Trump parented his kids. Trump ain't shit.
What the fuck are you talking about? I'm talking about moving my child out of the fucking hood to a better neighborhood, and she got bullied in the better neighborhood. I would rather her grow up in a bad neighborhood where she learned how to fight versus her being over here using her words. The fuck is you talking about?
I'm talking about neighborhoods. I'm talking about parenting your kid.
I parent my kid to not be violent. I parent my kid to be smart. I parent my kid to know the difference between a situation that will be violent or a situation that can be non-violent. I parent my kids. What are you talking about?
I didn't say it was a bad. I'm saying, but you didn't parent your kids to go to university and go to law school.
Yeah, because what the fuck are you gonna get out of that? Life is teaching you everything you need to learn. A hustle.
We need black mechanical engineers. We need black biologists. We need black chemists. We need black citizens. These jobs are prominent jobs out there. It is science and technology. People think this is what we need. We need black folks. When we get sick, we need black folks to do chemotherapy. This is a business. We need diabetes doctors. We need heart specialists. We need these. Black folks need these things. And you didn't parent your kids to go out and get to these careers to help black folks out. We need more diabetes doctors. You know what I'm saying? We need this. We need heart pressure doctors. We need chemists. We need biologists. We need chemotherapy. We need cancer doctors. But they're to pursue these fields. So that's on you.
All right. Well, it ain't on me. I mean, it's on society. You made the first valid point ever. First valid point. I get it. First valid point.
I didn't say it was a bad parent. I'm saying you should parent their kids. You know what I'm saying? I see these Jewish families parenting their kids to do that shit. These Jewish kids parent their kids. Some of these Jewish kids, they turn 18, they don't want a medical school. They can't wait to get to medical school. You know, it's a cultural thing, a parenting thing. It's how you parent and what you're exposed to your environment. That plays a big role in it too, a huge role into it. So anyway, I gotta get out of here. Go watch, my kids can watch a movie.
All right, that's what's up, bro. I appreciate you, cuz.
All right, I'll talk to you.
All right, one.
Love you.